Bible stories reimagined. Truth rediscovered.
He was born in Egypt, into slavery, but he didn't die there. No, Joshua saw the plagues. He walked through the Red Sea, and he watched a generation wander in circles and then buried them in the wilderness. But he never lost his faith because he never lost sight of the promise. When Moses died, the people mourned, but God didn't stop working. He turned to Joshua and said, "Now it's your turn. No more hiding behind the prophet. No more waiting on miracles. It was time for him to lead." And Joshua didn't hesitate. He marched around walls that should never have fallen, but they crumbled at a shout. He crossed a flooded river on dry ground. He led an army with absolutely no experience and conquered giants, not because he was qualified, but because he was willing and courageous and obedient. Joshua wasn't the loudest. He wasn't the most famous, but he was faithful. And through him, a generation inherited what their parents only dreamed. He didn't just fight battles. He finished what Moses started. And now, his voice still speaks, not from the desert, not from the dust of victory, but from the pages of God's book. And here's where we're going to begin our look at some of the most life-changing things ever spoken by Joshua. We are counting down the top 5 most powerful statements spoken by this warrior leader. And believe me, they still call the church the current today. Number 5.
Consecrate yourselves, for tomorrow the Lord will do wonders among you.
You see, before the breakthrough, there was preparation. God knew Joshua couldn't do it without him, and Joshua knew God. He could work a miracle, but he wouldn't work through a careless people. Consecration wasn't optional. It was the runway for wonder. Number 4.
What does my Lord say to his servant? I will do what you ask.
Before he ever gave orders, Joshua received them, and he bowed before heaven before he ever stood before Jericho. Because real leadership begins with real surrender. Number 3.
As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord.
In a land full of challenges, Joshua made it plain. He never took a poll. Instead, he took a stand. Number 2.
Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go.
This wasn't simply encouragement. This was a command. Because courage can never be based on feelings. It must be rooted in presence, God's presence. Know that God is with you, so do not fear. And number 1.
Not one word of all the good promises the Lord made has failed. All have come to pass.
At the end of his life, Joshua didn't talk about his victories. He talked about God's faithfulness, every plan, every promise, every word fulfilled. So, Joshua didn't chase after greatness. He chased after God. And greatness just followed. He didn't rely on the strategy of man. He relied on the presence of God. And that same presence is available to you. So stop waiting. Stop circling the desert. Stop mourning your past and start marching toward the promise. This generation needs more than good ideas. It needs bold obedience. Joshua didn't back down from the giants. He didn't flinch at those walls. He didn't fear the weight of leadership because Joshua knew something deep inside, that if God was with him, victory was certain. So now, it's your turn. Be strong, be courageous, and step into all God has for you.
Bible stories reimagined. Truth rediscovered.